G'day guys, you are on the Big V podcast, pre-season 2023. We are talking Youth League 1 women today. You're with Ted Weston. To my left is Mark Jeffers. Mark, how are you going?
Yeah, good mate. Really excited to get into the 2023 Big V season and what a division to talk about, Youth League 1 women.
Yeah, it's crazy. We got a lot of movement here. We got Coburg entering after a championship in Youth 2 women. We got Sunbury moving down after a struggling season in VYC women. There's going to be a lot to talk about. There's going to be a lot of interesting games and battles throughout this year.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Sunbury because I got wind. I think they're going to bounce back. I think they're going to be thereabouts come the end of the year.
Yep.
Knowing how Chris and his team operate down there, I expect them to be pushing for that final spot and trying to get back into VYC.
Yeah, look, I think they've retained quite a lot. They're a strong club. They've got the seniors in champ women. We hope to see a bit of integration there with some of the youth girls playing up. But they obviously want to push back.
Definitely. And another new team to the competition, the Coburg that you mentioned. What an exciting grand final series that one was.
Oh, it was crazy. I was there and I loved it. I was in heaven. It was so much fun. The energy there was crazy. I was actually helping out. We had someone cramping.
Injury?
We had an injury cramp.
And they called you up.
I was on the floor. I was helping. It was wild.
Must have been desperate to call you up. But in all seriousness, I believe it was a pretty big come from behind win down at Bellarine for Coburg in that final.
Yeah, absolutely. Coburg did a really, really good job of bringing their crowd with them over to Bellarine. They did an awesome job there. They were super supportive of both teams. It was fantastic. I loved it. I think they'll do fine as well.
Yeah, it's always good to see how those new teams in the competition are going to fare, and I'm sure the first month we'll be able to see how Coburg are going to track. Talk to me a little bit about Cully Cranston, our former league MVP. Where's she gone?
Where has she gone? She's gone up. She's gone up. She was dominant. She had 23 points per game during the year. She was everywhere. She was almost unstoppable.
Yeah, she was an absolute weapon. So she's gone up to their senior team. We expect her to have a big influence there up in the Div 1 women. But it sort of begs the question, who's sort of next in line to be that Youth League 1 women's MVP?
Look, it's super hard. You have Frankston that have gone up into VYC, so you don't have the likes of Bravington there anymore. You have Lucy Oakford, who was at Wyndham. She's now gone to play VYC as well, so she's not really in the mix. It could be someone like Jacinta Lee from Camberwell. She averaged 16 points per game. She didn't really turn the ball over overly much. She got on the glass. She had some assists. She was dominant.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think injury might have impacted her use. She didn't play as many games as what she would have liked, but certainly a scoring weapon there, and it'll be interesting to track her progress across the season.
Yeah, absolutely. We also have Grace Spear, who was at Geelong United. She's now at Wyndham. She was a double king. She had 10 points, 10 rebounds consistently throughout the year. She'll be a threat for sure.
Yeah, with making the move, I wonder how much that integration into their senior program is going to be. Always hard in the youth league competitions to understand and what to expect, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's always going to be different. You never know what you're going to see, especially in these youth league competitions. Players come and go all the time. Players come back from college. Some of these championship teams and Division 1 and Division 2, they struggle with injuries and whatever they have on. So some of these players do end up playing, and they play consistently. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, and I mean, some other teams that we're really excited to see, the Pakenhams, the McKinnons, who sort of made that finals against strong Frankston Wyndham teams and weren't able to get across the line there. But, they'll sit there, be licking their lips for the start of a new season, a new opportunity to try and push and go that one position better.
Yeah, there is the expectation that they do step up, and with this grading process that's come into place, there's opportunity for them to move up, which is awesome.
And how exciting, like the new grading process, which is going to be at the February 2024, all of a sudden, those top 4 teams all have an opportunity to try and get promoted to VYC in the off-season, whilst those bottom 4 teams also were, potentially going to get relegated to Youth League 2 in those preseason games effectively.
Yeah, something to play for always. Even if they're not playing super well during the season, they're falling to that bottom end. They still got something to play for to keep themselves in that competition and not fall down.
Yeah, certainly exciting, Ted.
Absolutely. Look, that'll do us for today. That was our Youth League One women. Stay locked, stay tuned. We got more to come in the coming weeks.
Thanks, guys.
See you later.